Hi, so I'm going to share with you how you could do self-development. At the moment, self-development is very in, so everybody wants to do it, and I will give you some tips of how you can get the most out of self-development and what to do. So basically, everybody knows why it's important to take care of yourself, educate yourself, and the way I do it is that first of all, I keep track of all the things that I want to learn. So when I read a book, listen to audio tapes, listen to YouTube, watching YouTube, TEDx, and so on, I normally have a journal where I put the material down, categorize it in what field, and then I rate it. Basically, if it was worth my time, did I learn something? And then I write some keynotes down. It depends. If you are reading a book, you could do a book summary, basically just the bullet points. The key thing here is that when you try to, or when you're going to read a book, do engage in other material, you should take a minute before and find out, think about what is it you want to get out of the material. You you might know what the book is about. You might know what the movie clip is about, and then you write down to focus what is it you want to get out of it. Because if you just absorb all the knowledge, let's say a book comes with 20 great things that you want to apply, you will not be able to apply them. And if you try to apply them all, you will not apply anything of it. So it's better to focus on one thing and try to apply it. People who read books only once, that's also not the right action. Basically, if a book has 20 points that are useful, you should read it over and over again until you can apply all the 20 points. That means that it could be that you have to read it once, focus on the one thing, read it again, and where you are now able to do the one thing, and then look for the other bullet point and look for the other thing you want to apply. So the key thing here is that you want to make it a habit, because if you apply things, or if you try to apply things and they're not becoming your habit, basically you haven't applied anything. The mind is not able to use or to remember all the things that you read, as long as it's not a habit. A habit means that you do it automatically, and that is where you become skillful. That is where you change basically your thinking pattern, your mechanics, your skill set. So focus on one thing and make it a habit. I will, in the next post, I will go down, review books or what I have learned from them, and focus on which point would is good to focus on. But remember, try to only stick with one thing and do it uh, consciously until it becomes a habit, and then move to the other thing. By saying that doesn't mean that I say that you only read one book and you just shut off all the other books and all the other audio tapes and only practice this one. You can read other books and make bullet points. What is it that this book is contributing to you? What skill sets, what mindsets, and have them ready for when you are taking your next point, your next step to develop a skill. Um, and then also to develop the habits, I will basically make another video where I go deeper into how to develop the habit. But basically, write the habit down or write the skill down and review it every morning. So before you go to work, before you go to school, where you want to apply it, and then review it again in the evening where you did apply it, and do so for a month's time, and it will become more and more natural. It would also be good to start developing habits that you actually use. So if you are in school, it could be habits of organizing, habits of reading, fast learning, whatever skill you want, math, science. And if you're working, then could be management, could be this profession you're doing. So if it's designer, some designing techniques. If you are coder, coding coding stuff, and so on. So try to match the habit with the task that you're aiming to do at the moment, because then it will be much easier. Okay, see you in the next video.